doing something over there at Jean Pruitt's old place. I had no idea you were up to your eyeballs in animals." "Yes, we've started the first no-kill animal sanctuary in this area. Our goal is to take in any abandoned, injured, or ill-treated animal in need, help rehabilitate them, and place them in new homes." He blinked in surprise, his bushy eyebrows meeting in the middle. "Is that right? Are there really that many animals in need of help in these parts?" "Yes, without question. We have no other no-kill shelters serving this area of Idaho. I'm grateful we have been able to fill that need." For years, since finishing college and returning to Emerald Creek, Maddie had been struggling to start the shelter. She had modest success applying for grants and seeking donations from various national and local donors, but it still seemed out of reach. A year ago, the sanctuary had come closer than ever to reality, when a crusty old local bachelor with no remaining family had left his 20-acre farm, as well as a small house on the property, to the Emerald Creek Animal Rescue Foundation. She was still overwhelmed at Eugene Pruitt's generosity. Even so, it had taken an additional incredibly generous gift from an anonymous donor to truly allow them to be able to take care of the startup operating expenses for the sanctuary, without having to heavily mortgage the property. As hard as she had worked to make her dream a reality, there were still plenty of people in town who would never see her as anything other than that poor Howell girl with a leg brace and the permanent half-smile. "Thank you for your help, Mr. Warner," she said, after the two of them managed to load up the platform cart. He appeared slightly out of breath and his hand trembled as he reached for his cane. She shouldn't have let him help her. The strong, confident woman she wanted to be would have politely told him to move on. Thanks, but no thanks. She could handle it, as she had been handling all the challenges that had come her way since her mother's death when she was 12. She had a fair distance to go before she truly was that strong, confident woman. "Glad I could be here." Calvin gripped his cane. "You know, they have staff here that can give you a hand next time. They can probably help you take this out to your car. That's why they're here." She forced a smile. "I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. And if you decide you need an Aussie, let me know. They're smart as can be and are all caught up on their shots. Dr. Gentry takes very good care of all of our animals at the sanctuary." "He's a good man. Not quite the vet his father was, but he's getting there." Before she could object on Luke's behalf and express that he was an excellent veterinarian in his own right, the rancher's eyes went wide, and he suddenly looked horrified at his own words. "I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Shouldn't have brought up old Doc Gentry with you." Maddie could feel each muscle along her spine tighten. "Why not?" she managed. Calvin gave her a significant look. "You know, because of the book." The book. That blasted book. The wife bought a copy the day it came out, after she saw all the buzz about it online. She's a good reader. Me, not so much. I like audiobooks, but we've been reading it together of an evening. It's awful, everything that happened to you." Maddie tightened her hands on the handle of the platform cart, fighting the urge to push it quickly toward the checkout stand. The last thing she wanted to talk about was her sister's memoir, which had hit bookstores 2 weeks earlier and had become the runaway success of the summer, already going back for a third printing. Maddie didn't want to talk about Ghost Lake, to hear other people talk about it, or to even think about it. "Right. Well, thank you again for your help, Mr. Warner. I should get on with my shopping." Now she did tighten her hands on the cart, jaw tight. She hated her stammer that sometimes came out of nowhere. She hated the way her mouth was frozen into a half-smile all the time, how she only had partial use of her left hand, and the way her legs sometimes completely gave out if she didn't wear the brace. And she especially hated the way her sister had exposed their history, their past, their pain to the entire world. "Take care," Calvin said, a gentleness in his gruff tone that made her somehow want to scream and weep at the same time. "Thank you," she said, as graciously as she could manage, and then pushed the